My name is Sarah. My boss is strict and angry with me all day. But when the office is empty, he locks the door. Everything changes. I am 24 years old. I live in a big city. The city is very loud. There are many cars. There are many tall buildings. I live in a very small apartment. I live alone. I do not have a lot of money. I need to pay for my apartment. I need to buy food. So, I need to work. I work in a big office. The office is on the 10th floor of a tall building. I work at a computer. I type words. I read papers. I answer the telephone. I work very hard. I start work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I finish work at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But my job is not easy. My job is very hard. It is not hard because of the computer. It is not hard because of the papers. It is hard because of my boss. His name is Mr. David. He is the head boss. He is tall. He wears a black suit every day. He wears a red tie. He looks very serious. He never smiles. Never. During the day, Mr. David is very strict. He walks around the office. He watches everyone. He looks at my computer screen. He looks at my papers. He is always angry. "Sarah," he shouts. His voice is very loud. I jump in my chair. My heart beats fast. I look at him. "Yes, Mr. David," I say. My voice is quiet. I am scared. "This is wrong," he says. He points at a paper on my desk. "You made a mistake. Do it again. Be faster, be better." He throws the paper on my desk. He walks away. I feel very bad. I look down at my hands. My hands are shaking. I want to cry. But I do not cry. I am at work. I must be strong. I fix the mistake. I type very fast. I try to be perfect. But it is never perfect for Mr. David. Everyone in the office is scared of Mr. David. My friend works next to me. Her name is Lily. Lily is very nice. She has brown hair. She has a warm smile. When Mr. David walks away, Lily looks at me. She whispers, "He is so mean. He is a bad man. I do not like him." I look at Lily. I nod my head. "Yes," I whisper back. "He is very mean. I am tired of him. I just want to do a good job." Every day is the same. I wake up early. I take the bus. I go to the office. Mr. David yells at me. He says I am slow. He says my work is bad. I say sorry. I work more. I go home. I feel sad. I eat my dinner alone. I go to sleep. I thought my life would always be like this. I thought I would always be sad at work. But then one day, everything changed. It was a Tuesday. It was a very busy day. There were many papers on my desk. The telephone rang all day. I had a headache. I was very tired. At 5 o'clock, the sky was dark. It was raining outside. I looked out the big window. The rain was hitting the glass. Everyone stood up. Everyone put on their coats. They were going home. Lily walked to my desk. She had her yellow raincoat. "Are you coming, Sarah?" she asked. I looked at my desk. I had a lot of work left. I had to finish a big report for Mr. David. If I did not finish it, he would yell at me tomorrow. I did not want him to yell. No, I said, I have to stay. I have to finish this report. You go home, Lily. Have a good night. Lily looked sad. Okay, she said. Do not work too late. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, I said. Lily left. Everyone left. The office was very quiet. I heard the rain. I heard my keyboard. Click, click, click. I typed fast. I wanted to go home. Then I heard a door open. It was Mr. David's office door. I stopped typing. I held my breath. I was very scared. I thought he went home. But he was still here. I heard his shoes on the floor. Step, step, step. He was walking toward my desk. I looked down. I pretended to read a paper. My hands were cold. I waited for him to yell. I waited for him to say I was slow. He stopped walking. He stood next to my desk. Sarah, he said. His voice was different. It was not loud. It was not angry. It was quiet. It was soft. I looked up. I looked at his face. He was not frowning. His eyes were kind. You are still here, he said. Yes, Mr. David, I said. I am finishing the report. I am sorry it is late. I will be fast. He shook his head. No, he said. Do not be sorry. He looked around the empty office. There was no one here, just me and him. Then he walked to the main door of the office, the big glass door. He took a key from his pocket. He put the key in the door. Clicky. He locked the door. My eyes got wide. Why did he lock the door? I felt nervous. I did not understand. He walked back to my desk. He pulled up a chair. He sat next to me. He was very close. I could smell his soap. It smelled like lemons and clean rain. He looked at my computer screen. He looked at my tired face. You work very hard, Sarah, he said. You work harder than anyone in this office. I was shocked. My mouth opened, but no words came out. Did Mr. David say a nice thing? Was this a dream? But you are doing it wrong, he said. His voice was gentle. He reached out. His hand touched my mouse. His hand was warm. He clicked on the screen. Look, he said. If you do it this way, it is faster. It is much easier. He showed me a trick on the computer. It was a very smart trick. I watched his hand. I watched the screen. Oh, I said, I did not know that. He smiled. It was a real smile. His face looked totally different. He looked handsome. He did not look scary. He looked like a kind friend. They do not teach you this, he said. They just give you the work. It is not fair. Let me help you. For the next hour, we worked together. Mr. David sat next to me. He did not yell. He explained things slowly. He used simple words. When I made a mistake, he laughed softly. It is okay, he said. Everyone makes mistakes. Try again. I tried again. I got it right. Good job, he said. Very smart. My heart felt light. I felt happy. I felt proud. The big, Scary boss thought I was smart. We finished the report. It was 7 o'clock. My stomach made a loud noise. I was very hungry. I blushed. My face felt hot. Mr. David laughed again. It was a nice sound. "You are hungry," he said. "Me too. Let's get food." He picked up the telephone. He ordered a pizza. We waited. We talked. "Mr. David," I said, I was brave. "Why are you so nice now? In the daytime, you are very angry. You yell at me. I was very scared of you." His smile faded. He looked sad. He looked down at his hands. "I know," he said, "and I am sorry. I am very sorry, Sarah. Please call me David when it is just us." "Okay, David," I said softly. "The big bosses are very strict," he said. "They watch me. They tell me to be tough. They say if I am nice, people will be lazy. They say I must shout. If I do not shout, I will lose my job. It is a game. A very bad game. I hate it." He looked into my eyes. His eyes were sad. "I have a lot of pressure," he said. "But it is not an excuse. I should not yell at you. You are kind. You try hard. When I see you look scared, my heart breaks." I listened to him. I understood. He was not a bad man. He was just a man with a hard job. He was scared too. He was scared of losing his job, just like me. "It is okay," I said. I touched his arm. "I understand now." He smiled a little. "Thank you, Sarah." The pizza arrived. We ate pizza at my desk. We drank water. We talked more. He told me about his life. He lived alone too. He liked dogs. He liked to cook pasta. He had a dream. He wanted to open a small bakery. He loved making bread. I laughed. "You, the strict boss, a baker." He laughed too. "Yes, I love the smell of fresh bread." "What is your dream, Sarah?" I looked at my empty pizza slice. "I want to be a manager one day," I said. "I want to help people. I want to have a team. But I want to be a kind manager. I do not want to yell." David looked at me. He looked very serious. "You will be a great manager," he said. "You have a good heart, and I will help you." That night, I went home. The rain stopped. The stars were out. I walked to the bus stop. I smiled. I was not tired. I felt very happy. The scary boss was my friend. The next morning, I went to work. The sun was shining. I wore my favorite blue shirt. I felt brave. I walked into the office. I saw Lily. I said good morning. I sat at my desk. Then Mr. David walked in. He wore his dark suit. He wore his red tie. His face was hard. He looked very angry. He walked past my desk. He looked at my papers. "Sarah," he shouted. His loud voice filled the room. I jumped. Lily looked at me with sad eyes. "Why is this paper here?" he yelled. "Move it, be faster, wake up." He walked away. Lily leaned over. "I am so sorry, Sarah. He is a monster." But this time, my hands did not shake. My heart did not beat fast. I did not want to cry. I looked at his back as he walked away. I knew his secret. I knew he did not mean it. I knew he was playing the game. I knew that under the dark suit, there was a man who liked dogs and wanted to bake bread. I smiled a tiny smile. "It is okay, Lily," I said. "I am fine. I will just work faster." The days passed. A new routine started. During the day, Mr. David was strict. He yelled. He pointed. He walked fast. Everyone hid from him. I kept my head down. I played the game too. I acted scared. I said, "Yes, Mr. David." "Sorry, Mr. David." But when the clock hit 5, everything changed. Everyone went home. The office became quiet. Mr. David waited in his room. I waited at my desk. When the last person left, the door to his office opened. He walked out. He took his key. He went to the front door. Clicky. He locked the door. Then he took off his suit jacket. He loosened his red tie. He smiled at me. He was David again. "Hello, Sarah," he said softly. "Hello, David," I replied. Every night, we stayed late. For 1 hour, 2 hours. We did not just do work. He taught me about business. He showed me how to read big numbers. He showed me how to write important emails. He was teaching me how to be a manager. "If you want to be a boss, you must learn this," he said. He pointed at the computer. I listened carefully. I took notes. I learned very fast. I was smart. I just needed a good teacher. David was a great teacher. Sometimes we did not work. Sometimes we just talked. One evening, it was very cold outside. The wind was blowing. The office was warm. We were sitting at the big table in the back room. We were drinking hot tea. David looked at me. "Sarah," he said, "you look tired today." "I am a little tired," I said. "My apartment is cold. The heater is broken. I did not sleep well." David frowned. He looked worried. "You must stay warm," he said. "You will get sick. Do you need help? I can come fix the heater." I felt my face get hot. "Oh no, it is okay. The man is coming tomorrow to fix it." "Are you sure?" he asked. His eyes were very caring. "I am sure. Thank you, David." He reached across the table. He touched my hand. His fingers were warm. My heart did a little jump. It was not a jump of fear. It was a jump of joy. "I worry about you," he said. His voice was very low. I looked into his eyes. "You do?" I asked. "Yes," he said. "You are very important to me." We sat there for a long time. His hand was on my hand. The office was perfectly quiet. I felt safe. I felt happy. I knew I liked him. I liked him very much. Not as a boss, not as a teacher. I liked him as a man. But I also felt confused. The next day, it was Friday. Friday was always a hard day. The big bosses from the top floor were visiting our office. Mr. David was very stressed. His face was red. He was running around the office. He was shouting at everyone. "Clean your desks. Finish the reports. Hurry up," he yelled. The big bosses walked in. They wore expensive suits. They looked very serious. They walked with Mr. David. Mr. David showed them our work. They stopped at my desk. One of the big bosses looked at my screen. He frowned. "What is this?" he asked. "This chart is wrong. The numbers are low." He looked at Mr. David. "David, your team is failing. Who did this?" My heart stopped. The chart was not wrong. It was just a new way to show the numbers. David taught me this way last night. He said it was better. Mr. David looked at me. His face was pale. He looked at the big bosses. "Sarah did it," Mr. David said loudly. His voice was cold. "She is very slow. She makes many mistakes. I tell her to fix it, but she does not listen." The office went silent. Everyone looked at me. Lily covered her mouth. I felt a sharp pain in my chest. It hurt very much. He blamed me. He lied. He threw me under the bus to save himself. The big boss shook his head. "Fix it immediately," he said to me. Then he walked away with Mr. David. I sat at my desk. My eyes filled with tears. One tear fell on my keyboard. I quickly wiped my eyes. I felt angry. I felt betrayed. I thought we were friends. I thought he cared about me. But he only cared about his job. The day ended. The big bosses left. 5 o'clock came. Everyone packed their bags. Lily touched my shoulder. "Sarah, do not cry. He is a terrible person. You should find a new job. Let's go home together." I looked at Lily. "No," I said softly. "I have to finish the chart. You go." "Are you sure?" she asked. "Yes," I said. Lily left. Everyone left. The office was quiet. I waited. My heart was heavy. I did not want to smile. I did not want to learn. I just wanted answers. The door to his office opened. David walked out. He looked very tired. He walked to the front door. Click, he locked the door. He turned around. He walked toward my desk. He did not smile. He looked guilty. "Sarah," he started to say. I stood up. I looked at him. I was not scared anymore. I was angry. "Do not say my name," I said. My voice was shaking, but it was strong. "Do not pretend to be nice. Not today." David stopped walking. He looked shocked. "I trusted you," I said. The tears started to fall, but I did not wipe them. "I thought you were my friend. I thought you were a good man. But today, you lied. You blamed me for your idea. You let them think I am stupid." "Sarah, please," he said. He took a step closer. "Let me explain." "No," I said loudly. "There is no explanation. You said you had to play a game. But this is not a game, David. This is my life. This is my job. I work hard. I want to be a manager. But how can I be a manager if you tell everyone I am slow and stupid?" David stood very still. His hands fell to his sides. He looked broken. "You are right," he whispered. He did not defend himself. He did not make excuses. "You are completely right," he said. He looked at the floor. I was a coward today. I was scared of the big bosses. I panicked. I said the first thing that came to my mind. And I hurt you. The one person in this office I truly care about. He looked up at me. His eyes were red. I am so sorry, Sarah. I am disgusted with myself. You do not deserve this. You deserve the best. I looked at him. He looked very small. He looked like a sad boy. I cannot do this anymore, I said softly. I cannot be your friend at night and your victim in the day. It hurts too much. It is breaking my heart. David closed his eyes. He took a deep breath. When he opened his eyes, there was a new look in them. It was a brave look. You will not have to, he said firmly. I frowned. What do you mean? I mean, I am done playing the game, he said. He walked closer. He stood right in front of me. I am done pretending. I am done yelling. I am done hiding. You are the smartest, most hardworking person here. And I care about you too much to hurt you ever again. He raised his hand. He gently wiped a tear from my cheek. His touch sent a warm feeling through my whole body. Will you forgive me? He asked softly. Just give me one chance to fix it. I promise tomorrow will be different. I looked into his eyes. I saw truth there. I saw fear, but I also saw love. I took a breath. Okay, I whispered. One chance. He smiled, a small, relieved smile. Thank you. We did not work that night. We just sat on the sofa in the break room. We talked about fears. We talked about courage. He told me he was going to change everything. I held his hand. I felt hopeful. The next morning, I arrived at work. I was very nervous. What would David do? At 9 o'clock, the office was full. Everyone was typing. The door to the big boss's office opened. Mr. David walked out. He was not wearing his dark suit jacket. He was just wearing his white shirt and his red tie. His sleeves were rolled up. He did not look angry. He looked calm. He walked to the middle of the room. He clapped his hands loudly. Clap, clap, clap. Attention, everyone, he said. His voice was loud, but it was not angry. It was clear and strong. Everyone stopped typing. Everyone looked at him. Lily looked terrified. She whispered to me, "Oh no, who is he going to fire?" Mr. David looked around the room. He looked at Lily. He looked at the other workers. Then he looked at me. He smiled. In front of everyone, the strict boss smiled. People gasped softly. "I have an announcement," he said. "For a long time, I have been a very strict boss." I yelled. I was angry. I thought that was the only way to lead a team. He paused. He took a breath. "I was wrong," he said. The office was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. No one moved. "A good boss does not yell," David continued. "A good boss teaches. A good boss supports his team. I have not been a good boss. I made you all afraid. And I am very sorry." Lily's mouth fell open. She looked at me. I just smiled. "Yesterday," David said, his voice getting louder, "I made a terrible mistake. I blamed Sarah for something that was not her fault. In front of the directors." He pointed at me. Everyone turned to look at me. My face felt warm. "The truth is," David said, "Sarah is doing incredible work. The chart she made yesterday was brilliant. It was a new idea. It was a better idea. She works harder than anyone. She is smart. She is dedicated. He walked toward my desk. He stopped in front of me. I apologize to you, Sarah, he said loudly, so everyone could hear. You did not deserve my harsh words. You deserve praise. Then he turned back to the room. From today on, things change. We work as a team. We respect each other. My door is open. If you have a question, come ask. I will not yell. I will help you. He clapped his hands once. Let's have a great day. He turned and walked back to his office. He left his door wide open. The office erupted. People started whispering. Lily grabbed my arm. Sarah, did you hear that? Did you see that? An apology, he smiled. What is happening? I laughed. It was a loud, happy laugh. I think, I said, he is finally being a real boss. The rest of the day was amazing. The feeling in the office changed. The heavy cloud was gone. People were smiling. Someone went to David's office to ask a question. They came back smiling. He helped me, the person said. He was so nice. Lily looked at me. I do not understand, she said. It is magic. I just smiled and typed on my computer. I felt so light. I felt so happy. When 5 o'clock came, the sun was setting. The sky was orange and pink. People started packing their bags. See you tomorrow, Sarah, Lily said cheerfully. I actually like work today. See you tomorrow, Lily, I replied. Everyone left. The office was empty. The lights went quiet. I stayed at my desk. I waited. A few minutes later, David walked out of his office. He did not look tired. He looked happy. He walked to the front door. Click. He locked the door. He walked over to my desk. He stood next to me. Well, he asked softly, how did I do? I stood up. I looked into his bright eyes. You did amazing, I said. I am very proud of you. He smiled warmly. He reached out and took my hands in his. I only did it because of you, Sarah. You showed me the right way. You gave me courage. I stepped closer to him. My heart was beating fast again. But this time, it was purely out of love. So I whispered, there is no more game to play. No more game, he whispered back. He leaned in slowly. I closed my eyes. He kissed me softly. It was a sweet, gentle kiss. It was better than I ever imagined. The cold, angry boss was gone forever. The kind, warm man was here to stay. Months passed. Everything changed for the better. David kept his promise. He was a great boss. The team was happy. We worked very well together. We made more money for the company. The big bosses were very happy with David. They said his new way was perfect. As for me, I learned so much. David taught me every day. He did not have to lock the door to teach me anymore. He taught me in the daytime. He taught me in the meetings. 1 year later, David called me into his office. The door was open. Sarah, please sit down, he said. He had a big, official envelope on his desk. I sat down, I smiled at him. Yes, boss, I teased. He laughed. He pushed the envelope toward me. Open it. I opened the envelope. I pulled out a paper. It had my name on it. I read the words. My eyes got wide. I gasped. It was a promotion. I was no longer just typing papers. I was the new team manager. I was going to be a boss. I looked up at David. Is this real? I asked. My voice shook with happiness. It is very real, David said proudly. You earned it. You are smart. You are kind. You know how to lead people without making them afraid. You are going to be a fantastic manager. Tears of joy filled my eyes. I stood up and ran around the desk. I hugged him tightly. He hugged me back. Thank you, I whispered into his shoulder. Thank you for believing in me. I always believed in you, he said. That evening at 5 o'clock, everyone went home. I stayed. David stayed. He walked to the front door. Click, he locked the door. But this time, it was not to hide a secret side of himself. It was not to teach me in the dark. He walked back to me. He had a small white box in his hand. It smelled wonderful. I stopped by the bakery today, he said. He opened the box. Inside were 2 beautiful, fresh pastries. To celebrate my favorite new manager. We sat at my desk. We ate the sweet pastries. We laughed. We talked about the future. I looked around the quiet office. I remembered the first day I felt scared here. I remembered shaking in my chair. Now I was safe. I was successful. I was loved. Sometimes people put up walls. Sometimes people act angry because they are afraid. They wear a mask. They play a bad game. But if you are patient, and if you look closely, you can find the good inside them. You can help them change. I faced my fear. I worked hard. I found my strength. And I found the love of my life. You can do this too. Do not let fear stop you. Do not give up when things are hard. Keep working. Keep being kind. Keep believing in your dreams. Sometimes, the scariest doors lead to the most beautiful places. You just have to wait for the right time to lock them and let the real magic begin. Keep going. You are strong. You are smart. Your time will come too.